Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Emmanuelle.audre and this is my channel about literature, art, cooking, travel and spirituality. And in this video I would like to show you a small spa town which is located in the south of Poland near Wrocław. And the name of the spa town is Jedlina Zdrój. And before to showing you these all amazing places which are here, I would like to encourage you to subscribe my channel, to visit my romantic Instagram, to visit my Facebook fan page and also my site, where you can find many my paintings, drawings and books and also art project. Now I would like to invite you to watch this video.
Jedlina Zdrój, formerly called Charlottenbrunn in German and then Bad Charlottenbrunn, is located in Poland in Lower Silesia between the Wałbrzych Mountains and the All Mountains. The area of this town is approximately 18 square kilometers. The local population is also small. We start our tour from the fountain located in front of the town office. It is the Three Pillars of Democracy fountain. One of the stones, the largest, symbolizes the judiciary power, such as courts and tribunals. The second one, smaller, symbolizes legislative power, namely the Sejm and Senate. And the third one, the smallest, symbolizes the executive power, that is the president. Right now to it, there is, in my opinion, a quite interesting monument, because it is a monument of a politician and military commander who in Polish history is considered outstanding. It is a monument of Marshal Yousef Pki, who lived in the years 1867 to 1935. He made a huge contribution to Poland's regaining independence during the First World War. Many streets, schools and squares in Poland were named after him. Also my favorite Blue Bridge in Krakow, which connects the city square with the Jewish district of Krakow, Kazimir. You can see it in my vlog from Krakow. I leave you the link to my vlog under this video. The monument of Yousef Pki in Jedlina Zdrój was unveiled in 2014. Today, however, we know that we no longer want wars. That is the 21st century, the age of spiritual rebirth. Therefore, instead of fighting, it is better to immerse yourself in meditation, in peace and love. Because the external world is only a reflection of what is happening inside each of us. Next to the monument of Yousef Pki, there is an obelisk with the coat of arms of Jedlina Zdrój and the most important dates for the history of Poland. The first date is the date of the May 3rd Constitution. The second date is the date on which Poland regained its independence. The third date is the date of the parliamentary elections in which won the group Solidarity, which marked the beginning of a new democratic stage in the history of Poland. I don't know what the fourth date means, but if you do, write it us in the comment below this video. There is an interesting pharmacy opposite the town office, monuments and fountains. Before the war, the same building housed a branch of the Wałbrzych Savings Bank, called earlier Kreissparkasse. The frescoes on the building were supposed to show the possibility of losing property or safety. A dozen or so steps from this place there is also the Roman Catholic Church of the Holy Trinity with an observation tower. This church tower looks like this from a distance at different times of the day and night. Going the other way towards the center of the town and next to the monument of Piłsudski, we enter the promenade spa, Promenada Zdrojowa. It is kind of a small, beautiful park, although shaded. There is a grotto here, built in 1874 from volcanic rocks, probably brought from Italy, from the near of Vesuvius. The statue of the Virgin Mary was placed in this grotto only in the second half of the 20th century. In this park, you can really relax, especially that, as in the whole Jedlina Zdrój, there are nearly no people here during the week. More people are on the weekends. But when the relaxation becomes boring, you can enter the center of the small town. And here we reach the most important destination of our tour around Jedlina Zdrój. This is the mineral water pump room Charlotte, called by the inhabitants due to the appearance of the building a mushroom. Medicinal waters were discovered here in the 18th century, but in 1945, for some time, one ceased to use these springs. The pump room building has undergone various reconstructions, but ultimately resembles the one from the 18th century, and its name is associated with the first owner of the pump room, Charlotte von Zehe-Toss. Charlotte, Mieszko and Dąbrówka water were available in the pump room, and they support the treatment of the respiratory, digestive and skeletal systems. During the week, a ticket to the pump room should be purchased in the nearby Teresa building, which is the cardiac rehabilitation hospital. At the moment, the ticket costs 2 zloty 50 groszy. That is about half of the euro. During the week, the pavilion was open only until around 3 p.m. During the weekend, the pump room was open and the entrance was free. In Teresa, you can buy the same bottled water and a mixture of these waters under the name Anka. The water was tasty. Right now to the pump room, there is a bench with a monument of the aforementioned Charlotte. It wasn't raining, so I didn't have an umbrella with me, nor was I in a long dress, but I think just a few more improvements and I would have looked like her. On the spa square, Plac Zdrojowy, is also located Spa House, Dom Zdrojowy, which serves as a sanatorium. The spa house was built in the second half of the 18th century. In 1837, during the reconstruction of the spa house, a new spring called Elisenkweile, later called Theresienquelle, was discovered next to the building, from which water was used for therapeutic baths. However, the sanatorium in its present shape has been operating here since 1961. From the healing part, we go to the rest of the spa square, where the spa pavilion is located. The pavilion houses a library surrounded by beautiful romantic roses, my favorite flowers. Sometimes various events are organized here, such as the Lower Silesian Soup Festival. A guitar festival and an international street theater festival are also held here. On the other side of the pavilion, there is a fantastic Industrialna restaurant opened a few months ago, serving Greek, Ukrainian and Polish dishes, so everyone will find something for themselves. Here I ate soup, pork chop, Greek salad, cheese with cranberries, apple pie, feta cheese in filo pastry and cheesecake. Of course, not all at once, just to make it clear. Everything was delicious, but the feta cheese in filo pastry and the cheesecake won my heart. After a delicious meal, we can go a bit behind the restaurant and more precisely to the spa park, Park Zdojowy. It is located next to the Charlotte Hotel from the early 20th century and the Charlotte Guest House right behind the hotel. After entering the spa park, we see a small concert scene. My performance is about to start here. Just a few more turns. 1, 2, 3. It was a great performance. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you for applause. But finishing with these jokes, I'm back to the park. And behind this scene is a wonderful fountain. The water jumps differently, creating various patterns. The bubbling of the fountain was very calming and relaxing. The park is large, full of greenery and benches. There is also a small pond and an entrance to the summit where you can lie down on a chaiselong or walk farther through the forest and reach the longer hiking trails. There are 8 tourist trails in Jedlina Zdrój. And now we come to a slightly different side of Jedlina Zdrój. We can say that it's the second part of this town. Here is located the Magic Mountains Activity Park, Park Aktywności Czarodziejska Góra. It offers a climbing tower, a rope park and a toboggan run. And when one gets hungry, one can visit the nearby Nonna Pizzeria. The pizzas there were very tasty. Next to the activity park, there is a small park with a reading room, a fountain, obelisk with Greek or Christian inscriptions. I saw one more obelisk in the spa park, as well as stone animals. In this park, one can relax, sing, or talk to the phone. After the pizza, for dessert, one can treat yourself to a delicious cake in the Sweet Dreams Słodkie Sny cafe. I especially like meringue, my favorite cake, but the Hava tart was also good. At the end of our tour around Jedlina Zdrój, I would like to show you a few more old buildings, a beautiful view, but unfortunately accessible mainly from the bench next to the cemetery. Another beautiful view, this time by the railway tracks. There is also the active Jedlina Sports Complex and a colorful fountain. When it comes to sport, few people know that in Jedlina Zdrój there are national pétanque tournaments and the only winter Grand Prix in pétanque in Poland. There is also an active pétanque sports club. Around Jedlina Zdrój there are other places that are probably worth visiting, as well as mountain peaks to climb. It is worth paying attention to the very interesting Jedlinka Palace from the 17th century, which I saw only on a postcard, but from the website of the palace I learned that there are rooms and halls with furniture from the 19th century and that during the Second World War, German war projects were carried out in the palace and that the atmosphere of those days was recreated here. There is also an anti-chemical bunker from that period. Jedlina Zdrój is a beautiful town. What interested me in Jedlina Zdrój was that it is a small town but charming and that there is an abundance of everything: air and spring water, parks, forests and urban architecture. Many houses in Jedlina Zdrój have been entered in the Register of Monuments. Moreover, Jedlina cooperates with a French, a German and a Czech town. However, what surprised me in Jedlina Zdrój was that even a century ago, in the years 1902 and 3, the town was flourishing. Cultural, entertainment and hotel activities developed here. The Swiss guest house, which no longer exists in this shape, offered treatment in a milk pump room, home cooking, beer, wine, buttermilk, kefir and edible chestnuts. Currently, in the middle of summer, in August, in the center, in restaurants, in the spa park, it happened that there were no people or only a few people. I have never seen such a depopulated town in the summer season. There are also only 2 restaurants and 1 cafe. They are closed after 8 p.m. This makes it impossible to sit there in the evening. Additionally, one more sanatorium that is located here has been closed for a long time. I think Jedlina Zdrój has the potential to return to a town full of tourists if this sanatorium is opened, if there are few more cafes and restaurants, and if the city is advertised. Because it is really lovely and you can relax here, and it is worth visiting it, if not for longer, even for the weekend.
This is already the last day of my stay here in Jedlina Zdrój. I spent here a great time. I could relax me and drink source water and respire the fresh air. And I think that Poland is generally full of lovely places. And maybe now you would like to visit Jedlina Zdrój. If it's this case, write me a comment below this film. If it's not this case, write me also a positive comment below this film. And I invite you also to watch my vlog from Krakow and from Jedlina Zdrój. And now, thank you for watching and see you!